Of all the colleges in Oxford, St Peter's is known as the friendly college.
St Peter's is very friendly.
I can't imagine being a place where more people feel like my family than at St Peter's.
Everyone you meet is nice. It's really quite amazing.
My friends are always amazed when, I bring someone from outside college in and we'll walk into college and there'll be friendly faces everywhere and people waving and smiling. It makes me look far more popular than I really am, which is great. But there's everyone you meet,
As an undergraduate of the college, you become a member of the JCR, or Junior Common Room. The JCR refers to the undergraduate student population of the college, but also to the physical common room itself.
I've visited a number of other college JCRs, and it is a room that people might pass through when getting lost, whereas for St Peter's the actual JCR is the focal point of college social activity and of course the bar.
We've got a table tennis table, which I've really made the most of this year especially. Table football, pool, we've got the telly, which is great especially for sporting events. So watching England game the other night and the atmosphere was just incredible in there.
And you can walk into the JCR at any time of day, any time of year, and there will be someone in there that you can have a chat with, or you can put the sport on if you watch sport, I don't.
The common room and the student population as a whole are both governed by an elected JCR committee, whose responsibility it is to represent the students' needs to the college.
It goes literally the entire spectrum, from organising entertainment activities, to organising welfare activities, to organising arts activities, managing sports, managing the people in the college, managing environmental ethics. It's just so diverse.
My role was making sure that the JCR arts stuff happened.
I did something I cared about a great deal, which was this access, outreach and school liaison work.
The LGBTQ welfare representative for the college.
In terms of the committee, what we do is that we plan activities for all these different spectrums, for arts, for entertainment, for welfare, and it's all catered for St Peter's College students.
And the nice thing about sort of being on the committee is you do see stuff change, you do get things done.
With so many talented and motivated people in the college, there are a huge number of opportunities to get involved in extracurricular activities, not just in the college, but across the whole university.
In my second year, I was president of Oxford Poetry Society.
I play the clarinet, the flute and saxophone.
Badminton.
Like everyone in Oxford, I think at some point or another I spent some time rowing.
I rowed my college's first boat.
I am in a band. Vice president of Oxford UNICEF on campus. Women's football for a bit.
For university I played lacrosse.
College bar treasurer.
This term I appeared in a gender reverse version of Romeo and Juliet.
I played college rugby.
I'm the director of the preview shows.
I'm the tennis captain for our college as well this year.
St Peter's has a reputation as a sporty college, and the boat club in particular has been very successful in recent years.
I think everyone has this perception it's a really posh sport and it's very hard to break into. It's something I'd never done before.
Yeah, the boat clubs are really nice.
Yeah, it's a good atmosphere. It's not like you're all competing with each other. It's more just like enjoying it together.
For a lot of people who kind of come to university and want to try a new sport, rowing normally isn't on the table. But because there's so much funding in Oxford for the intercollegiate rowing, anyone, regardless of physical strength or fitness or even ability, between you and me, can still get a chance to row in regattas, which is, I think, incredibly unique.
There's more of a social activity as well as a sport, and as well as training hard, you get to form good friendships with people.
In addition to sports, St Peter's enjoys fantastic music facilities in the form of the college chapel, dating from 1874 and available for all students to use for practice, and is a widely sought after venue for large events. The chapel choir is one of the finest mixed choirs in Oxford.
So we have 2 services a week, all the way through full term.
We see a wide variety of stuff. I mean, we do kind of psalms and they're kind of the set things for the services.
We also do a concert in Michaelmas and Hilary terms, which are always very well attended and very, very high quality concerts.
But beyond classical music, there is also a thriving contemporary music scene in the college and in Oxford.
The good thing about the music scene in Oxford, there's loads of people who are really into DJing and house. There's quite a lot of alternative stuff, so like my band's sort of swing, funk kind of stuff. And there's obviously the mainstream music that you can go to in like clubs and stuff. There's basically just a massive spectrum.
Every year there is a very well attended college-wide arts week and a college garden play, which takes place in the beautiful gardens of the College Master's house adjacent to the college.
This year we put on Oscar Wilde's play, The Importance of Being Earnest. I directed it and I produced it, and it went really well. We had really great audiences and the weather held up for us, which was good. The Oxford drama scene, as much as it is inclusive and there's a lot going on, it can seem hard to break into on a uni-wide level. So I think the college plays a really nice opportunity for people who maybe hadn't done so many auditions, they hadn't broken into that sort of crowd, to get involved in drama.
More than just being where you study while at Oxford, your college becomes your home. In addition to providing an attractive environment to call your home, St Peter's provides on-site accommodation for all first-year undergraduates. Each room is individual occupancy with shared bathroom, shower and washing facilities.
I was really surprised, actually. I'd never actually seen in the bedrooms before I came to St Peter's. But it was large, it was spacious, it was bright.
You had a sink in your room, but you had shared bathroom facilities. You got a single bed and a nice big desk. There was lots of storage.
My wardrobe space was fantastic.
A decent size, everything kind of worked, because I know some people in other colleges staying in rooms that are 700 years old, everything kind of falls apart.
The college does not provide guaranteed accommodation for second-year undergraduates, and most choose to live out of the college in privately rented accommodation.
That was a different experience because you, in a way, you become more independent. You do all your cooking for yourself, whereas in first year you might choose to eat in hall more.
And it's quite a nice way of kind of breaking into living out on your own because you still have the structure of college. Like you can still use the library and you can still go to hall while you're living out.
College accommodation is guaranteed for third and fourth year undergraduates, with rooms decided by the ballot. Some occupy spacious ensuite or set rooms in the college, while others have rooms in modern accommodation annexes 2 minutes from the college site.
Third year came back into an annex, which is Thomas Street, so that's a really great room actually.
Did quite well in the housing ballot. I managed to have a very, very nice room, decked out in wood and old-fashioned panelling with an ensuite and everything, so I've done very well for myself.
And I had my own kitchen, pretty much next door to me as well. Obviously you don't get your own kitchens, but because it was right next door, it felt like I just could walk in there whenever I wanted to.
The facilities are fantastic, the rooms are ensuite, very spacious, a good place to work as well as kind of chill out.
Subsidised catered food is provided several times a day for all students, regardless of whether they live on-site or not, and both cafeteria-style meals and more formal dinners are served.
Yeah, the food at St Peter's is very good.
It's big portions, it's reasonably cheap.
Breakfast, lunch and dinner every day. It's really varied, there's a lot of interesting stuff.
Breakfast is probably my favourite, just because every morning there's cooked breakfast, there's cereal, pastries, toast, yogurts, fruit.
Saturdays and Sundays they don't do breakfast and lunch, they just do brunch. And everyone goes for brunch. Brunch is another thing where everyone comes around and you'll see lots of friendly faces there.
The vegetarian options are also amazing.
Yeah, sometimes I go for veggie just because it's super yummy. So.
A frequent concern of students before they come to Oxford is that life, particularly in the evenings, will be boring. At St Peter's this is definitely not a problem. Not only does Oxford have thriving nightlife,
I don't think Oxford's a boring place to be at all.
It's not a boring place to really live at all. There's always something going on.
There's tons of pubs to choose from, there's loads of restaurants, there's lots of bars and there's cocktail bars, and we do have quite a good number of clubs as well.
But St Peter's also has what is widely recognised as the best and cheapest bar in the whole university, and is uniquely run and staffed entirely by members of the college.
I think a lot of my friends are jealous about we have this social place that if you don't really have anything to do, just come down here at like 8 o'clock and get a drink and chat to people.
It has been voted one of the best bars in Oxford, I think a couple of years running, and that's mainly because it's fairly cheap because it's subsidised and the students work on the bar.
As the manager, I am responsible for pretty much everything really. I've got a team of supervisors and a bar treasurer to keep hold of the accounts because I'm not very good at maths.
It gives you real life practical experience, which is brilliant, and helps you manage people. Absolutely love that. It's a brilliant job, really great opportunity.
As I said, like even if I'm not in here drinking, I'll still come in and buy chocolate bar or something like that. You know, we've got soda, we've got darts, we've got all the stuff in the JCR as well, where you tend to go once you've got your drink anyway, whatever it may be. So there's a lot to do. You don't have to be drinking to be around here.
At St Peter's we realise that in order to do your best work you must have a healthy work-life balance, and there are plenty of opportunities to pursue other interests in your spare time once the work's done.
If you've been working hard all day, you don't want to be sat doing nothing and you're free, like, it's nice to have some downtime, but at the same time you want to go and have some fun, so it balances.
Like hard play hard.
Yeah, definitely.
It's how we do it in Peters.
Yeah.